Moin liebe Brettsportfreunde, wir sind hier in Cape Town beim Core International Meeting und heute ist leider kein Wind, aber deswegen haben wir Zeit, euch mal das neue Material zu zeigen. Und wir sind hier heute mit Steven Akkersdijk, Teamrider von Core, und wir fragen ihn ein bisschen was über die neuen Dinge, die der XR8 und die neuen Core-Produkte so mit sich bringen. Oh, as we've been talking about the XR8, there's also the new kit in the family in the XR series. So we've got an XR Pro now. Can you just briefly tell us what's new about it? Can you tell us about the new materials?
Most definitely. So right here we have the XR Pro, and most of you know this color already. It's a kite with an Aluula leading edge, and we've been working with this for quite a long time already, but we actually wanted to see, like, okay, does it actually work and is it worth the extra money you're gonna pay for it? And the nice thing about Aluula is that it's so much stiffer, the Dacron material, and it's quite a bit lighter. So with that you can really shrink down the diameter of the leading edge, which possibly gives it more performance depending on how you shape it. So basically the rundown for the XR Pro is we went a lot more extreme with the designs, and while still trying to maintain the easiness of the riding. The XR Pro, where it will really shine, is in strong wind conditions when you're really powered, you want to boost high and you want to loop. It's slightly more technical to ride because we did reduce that leading edge diameter, and therefore it creates, you need to steer the kite a bit more to give it lift. So it's a bit more technical to ride, but I think that the people that are really searching for the edge, that are looping a lot in gusty conditions, that they'll really appreciate the way that this kite catches. Like, I was riding it again yesterday after riding the normal XR, and it becomes more playful, it's quicker, you can make a steering mistake and steer it all the way to the wrong side and it will still come back above you and catch you. So yeah, that's more or less a rundown of this kite.
Yeah, thank you. So whenever we saw the XR Pro lying on the beach, basically all you pro riders straight went for it, and so you would leave your old XR and always go for the Pro now?
No, I definitely don't think that's the case, because however great the Pro is, it is trickier to ride, and if I'm gonna ride a bigger kite for big long slides and just easy jumping and hang time, I still really enjoy the older XR. It's really the edge that this kite gives is when you start pushing the performance. You want to do big sends on your jump, you want to loop it down low, you want to throw multiple rotations on your loop. This kite just gets away with a bit more, especially in those strong winds with the stiff frame. The direct bar feedback, it will make the difference, but I definitely don't think it's the answer to everything. So that's also why it has a Pro title on it. Mm-hmm. It's not just the better version, yeah. It's better in specific conditions. So that's really something that people have to remember. The XR8 is still an amazing kite. Yeah. It's just that for the specific bigger conditions, and it's something we have had requested a lot from the pro riders that are riding the competitions, like it's especially made for that and tailored to that big air riding.
Mm-hmm. So also for competitions and so on.
Exactly.
And do you think like Aluula will play a role in future kites, like the ordinary normal XRs and Nexuses in future?
I definitely think that you'll see more Aluula kites coming on the market, because it is a very interesting and useful fabric. It has very good characteristics, it's very light, but it also has drawbacks, and I think one of those drawbacks especially is the price. I mean, you are paying a lot more so for this material. And
can you quantify how much more it is? How much more the material is?
How much more the material is?
Is it like 6 times as expensive?
I have no clue. I don't think it's 6 times more expensive, but I definitely know it's a lot more. I mean, look at the pricing. You buy a normal kite and you're easily gonna pay 75% more for the Aluula version. Okay. I think that also translates a lot to the building costs and the prototyping costs. These prototypes are really expensive and we still need a lot of them. So you're not just paying for the material, you're also paying for all that prototyping that we've done to get to this final product. And I think that's something people often forget. Yes, kite surfing is getting pricey, but there's easily 90 prototypes going into the XR. And I'm pretty sure that also for the Aluula version we've done many prototypes, and that's why the price goes up, and same goes for the other brands. So yeah, will you see this on every kite? No, I don't think so, because for some kites it just doesn't make sense. It's not worth the extra money.
Okay, so it's not an add-on to the ordinary kites, it's more like for the extreme ones again.
Yeah, for the very specific target groups, because it's so light, also on light wind kites, it can make that 2 or 3 knot extra difference, because you can reduce certain things, but it's definitely not the answer to everything.
It also shows the professionalism that the whole sport has come to, that you have very specific kites for very specific conditions already now.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
My pleasure.